Alright guys, High River Rock Hunter here, back on the same site where I found that last point. Water went up to 21 feet and it's back down to 13 feet now. You can see all the mud and stuff it's left behind, but it's washed a ton of stuff out of this bank. And it washed out a pretty nice point here. It looks red and it might be serrated, I don't know. I haven't gotten a real good look at it yet, but it's got some kind of red shirt. It's right down here. Has one weird ear on it. Should close up over there. That ear on that one side, that's bizarre. Oh yeah, it's all there. Damn. Feel the base here. Yep, polished. It's an Amos. Pretty thin. They're washed off here. Oh. Look at that sucker. Yeah, it's weird. On one side, the ear almost comes down all the way to the base, but on the other side, it's more rounded off. Awesome. Yeah, we got some great conditions today. I think we're gonna find a couple points anyhow, one or two more anyhow. All kinds of new fire rock and a couple flint flakes exposed so far. I'm gonna keep it at it. We're gonna keep at it here and see if we can't get Scott his first point. I'm out. We're working down below to where I found the thieves last year, and told Scott to go in front. I want him to find something, and he just pulled out this little piece of hardstone. It's been smooth for sure, probably a piece out of a celt, I imagine. See how it's been smooth there all the way around. This is probably like the back edge of it. Bit would be all the way up here by my thumb, I'm sure. Cool stuff. I keep moving.
Two knockouts there?
Yep, that's exactly how they did it. They would just notch on either side instead of going to the trouble of like grooving it all the way around. You could just knock a couple flakes off the side.
That's all it is, yeah.
Yep. Little net weight. Awesome, man. Yeah, we're finishing up down here on the 1800s home site. I found some hardstone stuff here from Native Americans. I don't know, it could be like a bell pestle. Spotted this one. Scott here, he spotted this one. Same exact shape as this one here. Flat bottom on it.
Smooth.
Yep.
No other hardstone around here.
No, it's all mostly sandstone. So, could be. We're gonna take them out regardless.
Ready? Set.
Morning guys, High River Rock Hunter here. I just wanted to get out my points and talk for a few minutes here. After that clip of that pink Amos I found, I was holding that clip back because I wanted to get some more videos. I wanted to make some more finds, find some more arrowheads and get more video for you guys, but we've been covered in snow here for, I don't know, 2 months. Probably been 2 months already since I found that point. It's almost March, so yeah, we're about 2 months somewhere in there. But yeah, we've been covered in snow. We had a good bit of melt yesterday, but it wasn't enough. It froze back up overnight. Now we just have ice covering everything instead of snow. And we had about 8 inches of snow, and that's been since Christmas. Just constantly 8 inches of snow on the ground. You know, right when you think it's about to melt, we get more. So, sucks for arrowhead hunting, kinda. I mean, all that freeze and thaw we've been getting, that brings a lot of stuff out of the bank, and it's gonna be great once all this stuff finally melts off. But I want to show you that pink point. It's been drying in this case here for over a month, almost almost too, like I said. And you can see it's turned almost like a tan peanut butter color almost. A little bit of pink in it still. But yeah. Just infatuated with the art of these things. You could tell they had a little bit of a stack there, and they were trying to knock flakes off from the notches, even trying to get that off. Not sure how well you could see that. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I found this point about 20 yards upriver from where I found this one, and I would say they were napped by the same person. I just think that's so cool. You know, that it's 8,000-year-old or more points, and you're finding them associated with the same guy who made them. If that makes sense at all. You can see how similar their notches are in the base. They both have that basal thinning strike, although you can't really see it too well in the pink one because of the material. Yeah, I'll get out a couple other points I found on that site. Well, this was a broken one I found. I found it down river a little ways, probably 30 yards below where I found this one. And I think it just tumbled down river. It got into the water and tumbled down. And it's all water worn and obviously broken. Let's see. I found this blade on that site. I think this is one of the classic Amos knives. Not real pretty, but it's a great big knife. I think that's pretty cool. And something weird I found on that site. It's this little knife, and that's nothing you really see associated with the Amos people, which is weird. It's all there. You can see there's use wear on this side, because this side still has like serrations on it. So this is definitely like a knife that they were probably filleting fish with, or some animal that they had gotten. But anyhow, guys, I'm gonna get off here. Give you a quick look at some of my points real quick. I'll pan over them. Love that big Lavana I found there last year. I think it's a work of art. Big old Thebes up there. Yeah, pretty cool stuff. Got these colonial buttons here. Haven't found any this year. I usually find like one a year. I've got 3 so far. Shanks all there on all of them. But yeah, hopefully this snow melts off here soon, and I'll be back at you guys with another video before you know it. Wow. Alright guys, ORRH here, back on the Ohio River today for another video, hopefully. We had a ton of snow, like I said in the last clip. I said I was holding back footage and was hoping to get out if we got enough snow melt. Well, yesterday we did. Got enough snow melt overnight. It warmed up overnight instead of cooling off. And all the snow melted off the bank here. We had quite a few freeze thaws and a ton of ice. When that stuff melted, it all pulled stuff out of the bank, and my idea is that it should be laying on the bank exposed, some of it anyhow. But I'm out walking this rock bar today, this sandy beach, covered in rocks that were at one point inside the bank on the Indian site. And like I said, when the snow melted, it pulled all this stuff down. And if you look right there, there's a work piece, probably a triangle with a broken tip. See it right here. Yeah, that thing would have been nice. Pretty fresh looking snap too. Maybe not. Yeah, it would have been a nice big triangle. Pretty neat. So I'm gonna keep on going here, see what else we can find. Wish me luck. I'm out. Man, guys, I can't believe I missed this thing on my first pass. It's right there. It has a big notch sticking out and everything. I think it has a tip ning, but I don't really care about that. This is right where I started, and I find a bunch of little tiny triangles laying flat out here sometimes, and they're really rare Monongahela points. But this thing has notches, and it's going to be something a little bit older. Let me show you guys here. It definitely has a tip ning. Let's get her on out of here. Man, that thing would have been killer. Let me get down river here. I can wash it off here. I'll just keep you guys with me. I don't care. Sorry, a big barge just went up the river, so you might have some noise. But we're gonna have to deal with that. Oh, this is awesome. Here we go. All right. Look at that little fella. Base is ground on it, and it looks just like those Amos points I've been finding. However, I'm thinking this is probably going to be a pentagonal. I'm not sure though. Kind of has that early archaic look to it. Man, that's awesome. Never found anything like this on this site. It's pretty cool. Very, very beveled. Not sure how well you guys can see that. Unfortunately, that tip ning. That's a shame on that, but I don't really care. Very beautiful material. It has some reds in it, whites. That's incredible. All right, guys. That's 2 for today. 2 brokes, but that's more than what I expected to leave with down here today. The site hasn't been too great for me lately, but today put out a couple good ones, so I'm gonna kick around here for a few more minutes and then head out. I'm out.